Hello, welcome. This is Janine Marie. Glad to have you with me. I am working on the 5 principles of Reiki, and today I'm working on principle number 4. Just for today, I will do my work honestly. You have to excuse my being very casual here. I'm just sitting on the floor. And if that's what you want to do, please join me. Cross your legs, sit on the floor, and have a cup of tea. Enjoy yourself. So all of the videos that I post on my YouTube channel are obviously public, so anybody can see it even if you don't subscribe, but please do, so that I know that you're here and I know that you're watching. That's real important to me that you are watching, and it makes me feel very grateful for you, and you're just a gift to me. So I really greatly appreciate it. But the public videos also will be posted on my Patreon account in the stream of teaching for Reiki levels, all the way from 1 to Reiki Master Healer. And of course, on Patreon, you have extensive information and more teaching, and including downloads that you can use and print out for yourself as you go along through the teaching. And then, therefore, if you want certification, the attunements are separate, and those can be booked separately live with me on Zoom or in person if you're local. So I will put the link once again to Patreon in my description box below, and I look forward to seeing and interacting with you within the stream of Reiki teaching. So today we're going to go through Reiki number 4, the principle number 4. Just for today, I will do my work honestly. Now, first of all, let's describe work. It doesn't necessarily always mean your job, although it can mean your job, your place of employment, that you receive the energy exchange of finances into your life and into your household. But your work can be social work, it can be volunteer work, it can be work around the house, it can be work that you're helping a friend or a loved one with, and it can be work that you're doing on yourself. Emotional work, internal work, spiritual work, soul healing work, cutting of karmic cords, any type of work that you're doing on yourself. It requires a great deal of honesty, doesn't it? And truth. I have noticed that one of the most difficult things we have, although we can be honest with people about situations, we have difficulty being honest with ourselves sometimes in truth, and sometimes speaking our truth in honesty to others because we're afraid they're going to get angry, or we're afraid that we're going to offend them, or we're afraid that people are not going to accept us after they know some sort of truth about us, or they're going to gossip about us, whatever it is we might be afraid of. Number 1, we need to be honest about the fear. I mean, come on. If we have fear, we're not operating in love. If you're operating in love, you're going to be in fear. So we need to love ourselves enough to be honest when we're doing our internal work. So, if that's where you're at in life, because I really believe life is full of just a stream of lessons that we're learning here on the planet, and we're all in a place of, I guess, chapters. I want to put it in the context of chapters in the book of life that we are living on this planet, and we're in a different season or a different chapter of our life in our lessons, and it may not be the same or congruent with other people. And in the context of exchange, just talking with each other, sometimes we're required to be honest or in truth. One of the things that comes to me when I think of doing my work honestly, or just using the word honest, I also think of integrity, being in integrity. So when we're walking in integrity, we once again are walking in spiritual truth. We're walking in the truth of who we are. We're walking and standing up and speaking our truth. That is being in integrity, and even more so, before God, because God is always present within us and around us, and everything that is inhabited with God. God is perfect love, so there's no judgment there in that presence. But we can come into that presence with integrity and in truth and speak our heart, our emotions, our needs, our desires, and put them out there. And once again, the eyes and the ears of the universe are always listening and watching. So when we speak our truth, truth comes back to us. If we're not honest and with integrity in our lives, what we're also doing when we speak something, it goes up and it bounces off the eyes and ears of the universe, kaboom, and the next thing we know, we're getting things that come back at us that reflect a falsehood or a lack of truth in our lives. So if we want to walk in truth, if we want to walk in very strong integrity, as we do our work, as we go through life, we need to be honest. And so, I hope that gives a little bit more meaning instead of just reverberating, just regurgitating the principle, and just saying, just for today, I will do my work honestly. But if you have a little bit more depth of insight, as the Apostle Paul taught us, then when we do say that particular truth and principle for ourselves, it has a lot more meaning. So, you can sit with it if you like. Just sit and meditate on doing your work honestly, or doing your internal work honestly and in truth with integrity, speaking your truth. You can also, I want to add this, and this is something that I've really had on my mind. As I go through the 5 principles of Reiki, I'm also going to add my 6th, which is gratitude, and we'll get to that. But you can add your own when you're meditating in the morning or meditating at night. Sometimes people meditate morning, noon, and night, or just morning and night, or maybe just in the morning or before you go to bed, however you choose to do it. But you can insert your own. Just for today, this is what it's going to be. And I suggest writing it down. Just start to journal and write it out like automatic writing, and come up with some of your own. Even though I'm teaching the traditional Reiki and some of the traditional ways that Reiki began, according to Mikhail Yusui, and I hope I didn't butcher his first name because somehow I never say it right. It's okay. You know what I mean. It'll be spelled down in the description box. As long as I have taught energy work, just to be truthful and honest with you, I have never really taught traditional Reiki as much as I have taught other energy work modalities. And what is the reason for that? I just felt that the others might be a little bit easier or maybe more progressive, but I just really felt inside of my heart and spirit for myself and also for you to just go back to the beginning and go back to what was traditional as far as energy work, and how who we now call Dr. Yusui brought forth energy work into our lives, and how he began with spirituality and meditation and the 5 principles, and helping people with spiritual awakening and enlightenment. And he began this in the Japanese culture, not wanting or desiring for it to go beyond Japan. And that's a whole other story, how it got to be worldwide, and that you'll find in my Patreon account. But I hope this has done some service to you. I don't like to make my videos very long. I like to also give you an opportunity to get back to me, ask whatever questions that you might have in mind, and I'll be very happy to answer whatever questions that you have. It does me good. It does my heart good to answer your questions and to be of service to you. So just for today, I will do my work honestly, and I will walk in integrity. I will speak my truth. I'll cut the karmic cords in life spiritually, and that's another video. And I'll be in peace, knowing that we live in a world that often is not peaceful, and sometimes we're not peaceful. So hopefully, as you go through the 5 principles of Reiki, you will find some awakening, you will find some enlightenment for yourself, and you will find some peace. That is my greatest desire, is to seek out and to be someone who delivers healing and peace. So with all of that, I'd just like to say I'm going to wrap this up just for today. And tomorrow, or actually the next time I do a video, it may not be tomorrow, I will be doing Reiki principle number 5, and then I'll do my added 6th one according to what I just really believe I need to add. And you can add whichever ones you like. If you want to share them with me, feel free to do that as well. Until then, God bless you. I wish you the very, very best in everything that you do. And I am so loving you from here. Bye-bye and namaste.